Recording is good. Let's go. All right, so here we go. So it was on Euro USD that I had marked it up this morning. Um, so right here, I had mentioned that these were two 15-minute pullbacks, and 1 hourly, right? Or yeah, 1 hourly. So if you look right here, let's say we were to take this, just take that up. So usually with the pullbacks, the thing that lets me know that it is indeed a pullback, especially when we have like these little lows here, these little, she's mitigating itself going up, and then it shorts. The reason why I choose this as a pullback is because as soon as we get here, an imbalance violates it. Skapang, right there, just goes right through it, violates it. Come back around into that imbalance, tap into the S&D responsible for the run right here, skabap, and then it falls, right? So for me, on a higher time frame, that's one candle or two, the last up move. That's why candlestick structure is important. So candlestick structure on any time frame would help you to understand everything below you. So this ends up being a pullback here from the 15-minute. Likewise, this is a pullback too. Where did we say it was? Here? That flat top there. You see? Likewise, that's a pullback too. If we go back down to the 1 minute and you look at where these areas are drawn out, it's here. So look, now we might adjust it for the low that's there. And we go, okay, one pullback here, two pullback here, right? So with here, I called this the hourly pullback, particularly because we took this is an hour worth of data. You see right there, hour 49 minutes? Hour 49 minutes worth of data. So on a higher time frame, if I was to go to the hourly, we would look what's in the hourly, and we would actually see that it's more or less an hourly up candle right here, or hourly up move right here. So this, if you zoom out, this ends up just being the violation of a candlestick low. But remember what we said when we get the candlestick violations. You still want to pay attention to what's below us. So if we violate this but tap into the S&D responsible for sending us up and running the high, what's stronger for you to take a trade on? Like what are your intentions there? Are you intending to take a short when we come back in here? Or are we in an area that this should have shifted the low? Remember, I told you when we get this candle that shifts the low, I like to see it move away from that area first and then come back to tap into that that the candlestick low that's run. I'd like to see it move away first and then come back to it. So it's a matter of just still understanding the fractal nature of time. So look, when we come below here, we violate there. Where do we tap back into? Let me just look at this real quick. Yuck. Let me change this fib and just make sure. Yeah, so see right here, where is it? Yeah, right here, we would have just missed the 30% right here. Just missed that 30%. and then you see a shift down. Why? Because this is a zone from the higher time frame. But look, we shift down, and the thing about these that I tell people, or I've told people in the past, is oftentimes if you see a double bottom at the bottom of your supply and we're strongly heading back in, a lot of the times this high is the target. So we end up liquidating this entire swing here. But I mentioned let me actually go back. I think I'm getting a little off topic. I mentioned that these are swings that belong to different time frames. Now you do have smaller swings in here that belong to the 1 minute. These little tiny swings in here, these belong to the 1 minute. Now some of the 1 minute swings can be shared with the higher time frame swings, depending on how like the momentum that happens with them and how far they go up and how they begin to start to make their way back down like that. Or you could just have one that goes up like that and then it comes down just like that. And that would be a 1 minute swing. But then that just the size of it alone can also end up being a swing from a higher time frame. Just like this. This is a 1 minute swing, but this is also a swing from a higher time frame because of the how far it went and the momentum that it went down and came right back up. And this can be counted as a 1 minute swing, but it's also a 15-minute swing. But this is why you guys see me look for the high that put in the low. You guys see me look for the high that shifted the lows, the highest point. You guys see me use that and then wait for price to go up above it, because I'm actually capturing a 15-minute swing as my area for price to come back into and then reject. Most people have to go to the 15-minute time frame and then circle out what that is. So it's just a matter of what time frame it belongs to, and you can just count it that way. So if you want to count the larger ones, as I mentioned, sometimes I see with the larger ones, we often get we can get, not often, but we can get three of them and then price reverses. So look, you have one 15-minute one here, another 15-minute one here, another 15-minute one here, and then price reverse after three. So you got people that believe the market moves in threes and all that other stuff. You don't really get into that, but in terms of something that's trending, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shift. Like you begin to see that these are 15. These are 1 minute swings that I'm counting, but some of them in here are also 15-minute swings. They can be shared, but again, when I'm counting my swings, I pretty much want to use the higher time frame ones, because oftentimes you'll get price come back into give you a like a longer move out, a move that you can capture more value in. That's why you guys see me leave some of these things up. You can capture more value in a little move like this coming out of a larger swing versus some little tiny swing within here, and then you get the quick scalp that goes below the low. So it's just a matter of the size of them. It's just whatever time frame they come from. So if you're counting from a 15-minute, then you have to understand that with those 15-minute swings, you can get you know sometimes three, but I like 4 to 6. If you get three, that's fine. And not just that, if you end up getting three, let's say you put in this other swing. I don't know. Let's see if we can count anything else in here. So the other part to this is the validated swing. The validated swing is only validated pullback. The validated pullback is only counting your highs and lows. Not counting, sorry, trailing your highs and lows. So you see this low right here? When we shift below it and we close with a body, that high gets validated, but this swing is also validated too. You see this low right here? Did we shift? Let me just change the color on that. When we shifted below this, did we shift with a body here? No, we did not. So now here is where we shifted with the body. So now that makes this swing validated. This inside swing here, that means nothing. It's already been mitigated by this, and this swing here has already been mitigated by this, and this swing here has already been mitigated by this, and this swing here has already been mitigated by this, and then you see a flip. What does that say about all of this that's happening? And the swings that went unmitigated, you would use those. So even if you end up not getting 4 to 5, you're still paying attention to structure, but you're also considering validated pullbacks within. Again, this gave you a ton of pullbacks within here to let you know that a swing was coming from the 1 minute. And then when we get to the 15-minute swing, we violate this one, we run up into this one and reject, create our own, and then what? Shift the high that put in this low, tap back into it, and continue up above. So we just have to always be sure to mark out what our highs and lows are, what our swings are, and the rest of the order flow would carry us between that. Now you just only have to mark up whatever it is that's currently printing, while whatever it is that has already printed, you did the work for. So that's just it. That's just it. Um yeah, it would let me see. It's supposed to be number 4. This is bad luck for Japanese. Yeah, yeah. I heard about that. Uh, what is it? I think there's one for China as well. I forgot which one it is. It's because it sounds like death. It's the same word as death, but I guess the accent is different. But I hope that helped you guys. I'm gonna upload this video as soon as I can, and appreciate you guys for allowing me to teach with you guys in the space.